All right, continuing on with talking about Doctor Who, Genesis of the Daleks. So previously, what I feel like a pretty obvious. I'm sure a lot of people in the audience were getting the comparison, the analogy of what the story was telling about ending the life of the Daleks, going back in time and ending the life of the Daleks, like, uh, and then the Doctor is bringing the question of could you go back in time and end the life of a dictator? It's obvious that but ending the life of the dictator before they are able to cause the harm and death that they do. So that was probably obvious that they were the analogy was Hitler. When the Doctor says, "Could you go back and kill that child?" Okay, so then Sarah says, "We're talking about the Daleks, the most evil creatures ever invented. You must destroy them. You must complete your mission for the Time Lords." So Sarah is not seeing it from the Doctor's point of view. The Doctor says, "Do I have the right?" Simply touch one wire against the other, and that's it. The Daleks cease to exist. So probably a lot of people in the audience were like, "Yes, do it, kill the Daleks." But a lot of people enjoyed watching the Daleks. A lot of fans. The Daleks were very popular in Doctor Who. The most popular bad guys in Doctor Who. So really, we don't want to. If the Daleks are completely destroyed, then we never get to see the Daleks as a villain again. So that's another way of looking at it. No, we don't really want to get rid of the Daleks because we like seeing the Daleks in Doctor Who. So that's probably what's the conflicted emotion of the audience probably at that time. Like, no, we don't really want to kill the Daleks because we like seeing them in Doctor Who. Okay, so the Doctor continues. He says, "Hundreds of millions of people, thousands of generations can live without fear in peace and never even know the word Dalek." Sarah says, "Then why wait? If it was a disease or some sort of bacteria you were destroying, you wouldn't hesitate." The Doctor says, "But if I kill, wipe out a whole intelligent life form, then I become like them." Yep. "I'd be no better than the Daleks." Yep. Okay, and then Sarah says, "Think of all the suffering there'll be if you don't do it." And then later, Garmin arrives at that moment and says, "Davros has agreed to our terms. The Doctor is grateful. He didn't have to decide if he should commit genocide," and pulls the wires from the explosives. The Doctor and his companions join Garmin at the meeting with Davros. Davros's defense is that he has introduced aggression without which no race can survive. History will show that cooperation between different species is impossible. One race must survive all others, and to do this, it must dominate ruthlessly. Well, that's a sad way of looking at things. And Davros continues, "Now I intend that when all the bickering and battling is over, the supreme victor shall be our race, the Daleks." Sarah finds the time ring and gives it to the Doctor. The Doctor and his companions follow Nyder. Nyder pulls out a club and is about to attack them. In the struggle to disarm Nyder, the Doctor drops the time ring, but he doesn't notice it at that time. The Doctor gets the tape of him where he's telling Davros about about how the Daleks lose their battles in the future. He gets that tape from Nyder. The Doctor destroys the tape with a Dalek gun. That was just, it wasn't on a Dalek at the time. It was a Dalek gun that was just laying in the room. So he destroys the tape. And then Nyder escapes, and he locks the Doctor and his companions in that room. The Doctor realizes he doesn't have the time ring on him at that moment. The Daleks enter the room where Davros and the rest are still in their meeting. Davros tells the Daleks to exterminate, and they do. Garmin and the rest are killed. A couple scientists had joined Davros' side previously. A Muto releases the Doctor and his companions from the room. The Muto tells them that the Thals have set explosives at the entrance. The Doctor finds the time ring. He gives it to Sarah, and the Doctor goes back to the Dalek incubator room to blow it up. After resetting the explosives, the Doctor drops the wires on the floor when he sees Daleks approaching down the hall. One of the Daleks ride over the wires accidentally, and then there's an explosion. The Daleks turn on Davros. They kill Nyder. I don't have it on my notes here, but they must have killed the scientists too. Okay, yeah, the Daleks kill Nyder and the scientists, so it's just Davros and the Daleks. The Daleks kill the scientists that had joined Davros, and the Daleks kill Nyder. So it's just Davros and the Daleks. Okay. After the Doctor gets back, the Thals blow up the Daleks at the entrance. Okay. One of the Daleks tells Davros, "Our programming doesn't permit us to acknowledge any creature is superior to the Daleks." Oh, this is where he kills the scientist. Okay. Then the leader Dalek then says all inferior creatures are to be considered the enemy of the Daleks and destroyed. Davros says, let them, the remaining scientists. Okay. Let them live. Have pity, Davros is telling the Daleks. So Nyder got killed before the other scientists. Alright. Alright, then the leader Dalek says, pity? I have no understanding of the word. It is not registered in my vocabulary bank. Exterminate. The Daleks kill the last of the scientists and military men. So now it's just Davros and the Daleks. Okay. Davros says the Daleks must obey him. Because he created them. They have to obey him. Then the Dalek leader says, we obey no one. We are the superior beings. Davros then reaches for the big red button. There's a big red button. Davros reaches for this big red button. And this big red button is, when you press it, it destroys the Dalek production line. So Davros is reaching for this big red button. But the Dalek leader shouts, "Exterminate!" and shoots Davros. Which is kind of funny because Davros shows up again several times later in Doctor Who. So apparently he wasn't killed. He wasn't really killed at this moment, Davros. But it appears that he was in this story. Okay. Then the leader Dalek says, "We are entombed, but we live on. This is only the beginning. We will prepare. We will grow stronger. When the time is right, we will emerge and take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe." So, like Davros, the Daleks do their ranting occasionally. Shouting. Alright, and then the Doctor and his companions touch the time ring and they float away. Alright. So that's... Still have some more notes here. That's pretty much the end there. That's what happens. That's the end. That's the conclusion of Genesis of the Daleks. But I have some more notes here because I wanted to talk about the special features. Accompanied with Genesis of the Daleks. I would like to keep going to finish, but it's 12:34 p.m. It's time to eat breakfast. Time to have a couple smoothies and tomato sandwiches. Yep, time to go.